Hello guys and welcome back to In Bruges on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Cercle of Bruges save on FM 2015. A few interesting things have happened off screen in between the RMP fixture, which we played only a week ago. One being that we were offered a new contract by Cercle of Bruges, a 2-year contract extension. I was a bit pushy with the wages and they cancelled the discussions, but I assume they will try and offer me a contract again in the future. The other thing that happened was that I did actually have an interview for another job, and that was the K.S.V Mechelen job, which is interesting because I know one of my subscribers is a Mechelen fan and said, if you do get sacked from Bruges, try and take them over as they're his team. We actually got offered a job interview by them. We attended the interview and we were asking for a bit more budgets and stuff. Eventually they didn't choose us, they chose a different manager. They chose this guy, Michel Prudhomme. What's he been doing with himself? He was the former Club Bruges manager and he resigned in 2016. He's been out of a job since. And he's the new Mechelen manager. And they're in 7th place. They're a little bit ahead of us. So a couple of interesting developments. So our contract expires at the end of the season. So unless they do offer us a new deal, we won't be doing it anymore. But we were offered a deal. We were a bit pushy. We were a bit demanding with our wages, and with I think I wanted a bit more money, like a 10% like yearly wage rise, and they walked out of discussions basically, which is rare for it to happen to us. Usually people walk out on us because we're asking to pay less, like sort of for players. But yeah, I assume they will try and offer us a new contract again, and if we do well, then I can always go to personal and ask for a new contract myself. But we're doing okay, and today we got 2 games. In the last episode we played the final game in our playoff group, and we beat RMP 2-0 and we won the group, which put us through to the European Places playoff semi-final first leg. That's a lot of words. Against Oostende, the first leg at home, the second leg away. And I did a bit of researching to work out exactly what happens. So basically, if we get through this, the final is played against who won the Belgian Cup? Genk won the Belgian Cup. So that means, oh god, I can't even remember now. So I don't remember who gets into the Champions League, but I've got a feeling Anderlecht and Standard get through to the Champions League group stage and the playoff respectively. Zulte and Ghent get through to the Europa League playoff, I think. The third qualifier. So I think Club Bruges will be the team we face in the final if we get through. I'm not entirely certain. I think it all depends on who wins the Belgian Cup. If it had been one of these top teams, then it would be the 5th place. But I think at the moment, as it stands, it's either going to be Ghent or Club Bruges. But that's not even the Championship group, so it's here, so it might still be Club Bruges. I'm not sure though. There's only 3 games left to play there, and Anderlecht is 7 ahead, so a win for them would mean they win the league. So we'll focus on the games, and if we get through, then we will see who we face, and it'll explain it all. So the first leg is at home against Oostende, and I don't think I need to change anything from the last game. I do actually. Van Acker is injured, so we will give a game to Hooja. I think I'm going to sell Martins in the off-season because he hasn't really developed as much as I would have liked. I didn't play him that often really, and his potential's gone right down. It was about 4 stars at the start, but he just never really got into the team because, you know, guys like Ndiaye and Van Acker were playing better, and we played Vivas in there a few times who really didn't amount to anything. And of course we signed Hooja as well, so he never really got into the team, so he won't be playing today. We'll put Martins on the bench for this game though, just so we have an option as a defensive midfielder. I think everything else is okay. This team's doing quite well, so I don't think we really need to change anything. Because Van Acker and Basilik Gergic are our only injuries at the moment, and I think we will leave this as it is. So this looks to be a winning formula at the moment. We're doing very well, and it's not often we can say that in the save. There have been a few spells where we've won a few games, but this has been one of our best spells, I think. Pick up where you left off. Only one person in the green there, which is a shame, but let's see how we do. It's the guy with the long name again, Van den Driesk. Seen him a few times in the live comms. And nothing from the kickoff, and still no highlights yet. 13 minutes in now. And we have yet to see a highlight. 24 minutes. I'm going structured. I think I need to change it to structured permanently. We have a highlight here. It belongs to Oostende though. It's with Lukaku. It's not Romelu Lukaku. Boyce with a header away. The clearance wasn't great. And here's Masona. Hudrek tries to win the ball. And Oostende will try and push forward again here. Here is Vandendries. Finds Siani. There's Matos. And he scored. And we're behind. We're at home here. So this really shouldn't be happening. So after a few good performances, it looks like we're going to have a bad one here. I really hope not, though. Hopefully that's just one minor blip and we go on and win. Because we really need to get a good lead at home here. We can't just win 1-0 or 2-1. I don't know if it goes to away goals or if it's just an aggregate score. But we need to get a big win here at home. And so far, it doesn't look like we're going to get that. See, they've edged it in possession. They've had more chances. We've had one shot on target, which isn't good enough. I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. And I don't think... Well, I won't make any changes yet. But if we get to about maybe the 55 minute to the hour mark, I will make a couple of changes probably. De Gena's got loads of space on the left here, and he's going to try and force the ball in, but the cross was blocked. But we've got a throw-in a good position here. Still only the 5 shots, 1 on target. That has now increased. But now it is Oostende on the attack. And it's with Duplu on the right wing. He finds Perrimans. And he's going to go for the cross here. It's headed away by Dusen. And Wilson clears it on further, but only as far as Augusto. Here's Lukaku. He was fouled by Wilson. And that's going to be at least a yellow, I think. Don't send him off, please. He has. Great. That's all we needed. Right. We're going to take off Tariq. Actually, no, I'm not going to take off Tariq. He's been one of the better players. Right, I'm going to have to take off one of the defensive midfielders. Oh, this is going to be tough. Can Tariq play? He can't play in central midfield. No. Right, we'll do this. We're going to bring on Nando. We're going to make that change, and then if we need to make another, we will. If we need to maybe add an extra man in midfield, we probably will. We'll bring on Rafa, I think. Perrimans is there. He's hit the post, and this is not good football by us. It's kind of annoying. Toure with a shot. It was cleared away. Here's Siani, and well, that highlight ended very abruptly. Tanaka to Tariq, and the ball back to Tanaka wasn't great. Perrimans to Toure. 51 minutes. We're not doing very well here. This isn't good football. Siani's through. You have to take him out. Well, not take him out, but he missed again. We're getting lucky here. They've had a lot of chances. Well, one chance, but they've had a lot of shots. Siani's through again. And this time it's blocked by the number 40, who I think is Boyce. No, not Boyce. Borden. It's gone across the face of goal. This time Gevlik puts out for a throw-in, but they're having all the chances here, or Oostende. They've had a couple of clear-cut chances. We've yet to really have a chance. We've had 2 shots on target. De Gena. Nando's there. Nando's shot is saved. I need to get this out of the way. Nando's shot was saved. It's gone for a corner. And it looks like we're going to have a chance here. Nando will take the corner. Haven't done a lot from set pieces in this save. That's one of our weaknesses, I think. And we've won a good free kick here, actually. Perriman's conceded it. Boyce with these free kicks. And that was just over. Do you know, we're playing a bit better now, so I don't want to make a change. We have actually kind of improved since the red card. Tariq to De Gena. He needs support though, but he's gone around a couple of players. He's found Tariq, who finds Tanaka. Now you've got Nando. Nando! Oh, yes. It's a rare appearance for him. He had to come off. He had to come on because of a red card, but he scored the equaliser here. Hasn't got a lot of goals. I think he's only got maybe 3 or 4, but that was a good finish by cheeky Nando. Player we signed at the start of our second season upon our emergence into the league. I'm going to take off Tanaka because he hasn't had a great game. Going to bring on Albert Gudmundsson and play him as a target man on support and see if we can get a winner here. If we can win the game, that's a good thing to take in. We don't want to be level and heading to their stadium because that could be a problem. Right, we're on. I'm moving it to counter. I don't know why it moves it to contain because we have had a red card. I'm going to bring on Rafa for Hudrat, and we're going to push him a bit further up. But we're going to have him as an automatic central midfielder. He plays well like that. 82 minutes played. It's still 1 each. But there is a chance here with 3 and a bit minutes left. It's going to be one of their chances. Though Lukaku, they've hit the woodwork again. That love to do so was a bit risky. De Gea, we got a chance to attack here. They've got a lot of players forward. De Gea keeps going and he's running off the pitch. That's bad play. Looks like it's going to be a draw here. We do have a corner though. Lukaku heads it away. That's full time. It's 1-1 after the home leg. I don't want to sympathise with them. I'm going to go cautious and say I'm not happy. Right, so we can't play Wilson for the next match. So that is a blow. But Nando came on and played well. So maybe it's not all too bad. We've got 8 emails. Anderlecht do the double. So Anderlecht have captured the Pro League title. That is their 4th in 6 years with 2 won by Club Bruges. One of them was won by Club Bruges because because it's an updated database and it's a bit wrong in places. I don't think we did enough to get a win. No, it was a good goal by Nando. Got a fair share of luck. So Wilson's banned for a match. I'm not appealing. We can't fine him or give him a warning. Right, so it's 1-1 after the first leg. That's not a great thing to take into an away leg, which is why actually I kind of prefer playing the away leg first in these kind of ties. But we have to beat Oostende away from home. Right. I just want to look at rules for the Pro League. And see if there is aggregate. Semi-final. The match squad must have at least 6 players. Away goals used if scores are level after 90 minutes. So away goals are applied. So that is an away goal for them, which could play to their hands. So really, we have to beat them. We have to score at least 2. I think we have to score at least 2 goals. We could win 1-0, but you know that's always very, very nervy. So I think we need to score at least a goal, at least 1 goal. Backroom meeting. Some of these are like sort of training workload. I always get these, and you can't do anything about them. We'll scout these guys, but I probably won't ever sign them. These guys will be loans. No, we'll leave him. We'll leave him as a hot prospect. He's only 21, and he's terrible actually. Really bad defender. Played terrible in that 8-1 defeat, and I think he was in that 5-0 loss against RMP as well. So yeah, probably not the best of players, but probably not the best player I've ever signed. So I'll skip ahead now to the Oostende game, and we'll see how we do. So yeah, we need to win it really. Either that, or it needs to be a big scoring draw, and we don't get a lot of those. Okay, I'm going to start talking again now because it's at Oostende against Cercle Bruges, the second leg. It's level after 1 leg, of course. Wasn't the most ideal of scorelines after the home leg, so we have to win at Oostende here. So how have we actually done against them? We've won 2 games, we've lost 1, and we've drawn 1. So, the draw was the most recent game. That was the 3rd. So how have we done against them in the league? Where are they? We beat them 2-0 at home. And we beat them 3-2 away. When did they beat us then? Oh yeah, they knocked us out of the Belgian Cup 3-1. So this could be fun. Right, Wilson's suspended, so we're going to play Nando because he scored off the bench in the last game. Van Acker is still injured. Baselik Gergic is still injured. Right, so who gets to sit on the bench? You know what? He's miserable as Kabanga. He hasn't played hardly at all this season, and he will be leaving in the summer, whether he likes it or not. But seeing as we don't have a lot of wide options, he is going to have to sit on the bench for this game. It's not a bad thing. He's a half decent player. It's just he has declined, and yeah, he's going to go. And it's a shame because it's one of the few players actually nickname in the game. There's only 2 in this save, which are him and Nando, of course, cheeky Nando. But yeah, he's going to be leaving in the summer. De Gea here, and that was a good cross, but Nando couldn't get on the end of it. It was held on to by the goalkeeper, and that's a nice early chance actually. Not often you see that from the kickoff. Usually it's just the token highlight is what they call it, and they've just scored. 6th minute. Are you serious? It's bloody control fluid. We don't want it. We're going to right. We've had loads of... Right, we're attacking. You know what? I've had enough. We're attacking. Attacking. Not... Oh, God. Go away. Attacking, structured. And we've got a chance here. Tariq to De Gea. He's got to score. He does. 1-1. A very quick reply, actually. That was actually a very, very quick reply. 6 minutes 2 to 5 minutes 20. So that was literally 42 seconds between the goals. That was a quick reply. Wow. So let's try and calm down a bit now, shall we? Okay. Nando's already looking exhausted. He must have taken a knock, but he's going to be okay. Here's Duplu to... I'm not saying his name. Siani. That hits the post. Boarding clears it away. Goes out into touch for a throw. Oostende more shots, but just one on target. We're getting it possession-wise. And we've had a half chance, but that's it. 34 minutes played almost. Bibal with the goal kick. And here is Vankis again. Matos. Gonna look for the ball here. If you don't find Siani, he was a bit of a mischief last game. De Kogel and the rebound is in. FM and their rebounds. They do love their rebounds. Deary me. It's 2-1. We need to bounce back here. Can we... Right, Boyser. What's going on, man? Come on. I can't not... Well, Sigler's not even on the bench, but I can't just not have both our left backs doing badly. You're usually good for me. What has happened to you? Half time. Not good enough. We need to be winning this. We have to win. Disappointed your defensive efforts. A lot more to come from the midfield. And a lot more to come from our strikers. Right. Score 2 goals. Now, and if we equalise, we're still through. Because there is away goals. But we can't concede another one. That would be disastrous. 48 minutes. Still nothing. Right, but losing on possession. Let's try and control the game a bit more. Right, past the hour mark. I'm making a change. And it's going to be Tanaka again. I don't know what's happened to him. He's dropped off again. Gunmunson. Target man support. Nando has now had a bad game after doing well off the bench. And now he's dropped off. Tanaka's dropped off. Everyone's dropped off for this game. And it's the most important game of the save. 70 minutes now. It's just... Right, we're going overload now. I know it's 73 minutes, but we're going overload. And Hudret's not looking too good. So we're going to bring on Rafa. We're going to have him as an advanced playmaker. And we're going to go for it. Come on, we just need a goal. And we need not to concede. We've got a free kick. Oh, who was that? Pierre Bourdin. 2 goals in 3 games. And well, as it stands, we're going through. Right. Control again. Go back to control. We need to hold on to this now. 7 minutes. Right, we're going defensive. I know we're only drawing, but we're going defensive. And straight away. Canisin Matos. Right, back to overload. Back to overload. Highly structured. Have we got any more changes we can make? We do. Right. We're going all out. We've got 2 minutes plus injury time. Viola is coming on. He's going on as a poacher. We're going literally hell for leather now. Martinez, sweeper keeper attack. Take more risks. Hopefully he'll be up for corners then. I think that's how it works. I haven't had to do it, but this is just so desperate that Duplu with a throw into Masona. We've got 10 seconds in injury time. And there's 3 minutes of that. Michele, but they're on the attack again here. And they've shot wide. But it looks like that's going to be it. De Kogel. Right, we've won the ball. It should really be full time. But the game is still continuing. Right, that's gone. Full time. So Oostende win. We got a bit further than last time, but that wasn't good enough. We should have done better. And now we'll see what happens afterwards. We made it one step further than last year. We got to that semi-final. Right, 6 emails. What do we have? Triumph. They're rivals as well. That's the annoying thing. They're local rivals. Fans devastated because they're rivals. Nando underperformed when we needed him. Dusen has been miserable. We have a lot of work to do. So, right, we're going to continue and see if we get a board meeting or anything along those lines. Still got 7 messages. Belgian Manager of the Year. Are we in that? Probably not. No. Well, Fraser, because you've got the best win percentage. Because your name's Frankie, you can go second. And then Yannick can be last. Because I don't like Yannick Malazi. No, he's alright. Oh, what does Viola want? Go away. Alright, piss off then. I don't give a shit. Fuck off, Viola. You shit anyway. Never score goals. Right, so who would it have been in the last game? Let me see, because I want to know. Oh, Zolta. Okay. So they finished 4th. Yeah. So 5th place, I guess, goes into the second round. I don't know. Just stop asking me. I'm not even going to try looking anymore. Right, so it looks like that's going to be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for a new contract. Oh. So with a month to go, they're not going to offer us a new contract. So they have a month to offer us a contract. If they don't, we're out of here and the save ends. It's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going. And should we leak it to the press? I'm going to leak it to the press. I'll say that. Continue. I don't want to carry on with it, but it's bad because I'm not sure where we can go. We don't get a lot of money into the club. Right, team meeting. Aiming to qualify for the Europa League next time. 8 players think that's too ambitious, and they're all players that are, I don't know. I think we can perform. Now 7 people say that. I'm disappointed with that. Oh, God, really? That sucks. Right, what's going to happen then? Speak to Cornelis. Right, what's going to happen? Here we go. Your performance hasn't been good enough and your position is under serious threat. See, we can't use injuries this time. Oh, God. Let me grow as a manager? We appreciate this is your first job and are taking that into consideration, but we want to know what you plan to do to turn the team's performance around. Morale can be easily rectified. We're preparing to give you more time to pick the players up. We hope the next meeting with you has the same outcome. So we have been given more time, but we need a new contract. If we're not given a new contract, then that's it. Right, you can have 6-week pre-season because you didn't win. You didn't get anything. So you're having less of a holiday. You're coming back early. But if we're not there, then well, you can speak to the other boss, the new boss. But what is going to happen? So we have our transfer budget is 289,000. That's the most we've had by far. Right, so are we going to get a contract or not? Come on. Can we ask for one again? No, we can't. Well, we've been offered an interview by Lockerin. Well, where are they? Where did they finish in the end? 11th, so a bit lower. What's their squad like? Mixture of all, like, sort of young and old. Velios, see, I recognise him. Apostolos Velios. Can we look at reports or anything like that? Selection info. International. Got any cap players in there? A few. Like for Macedonia and South Africa. I don't score a lot of goals. That's not good. They haven't been doing very well. I'm not sure. I'll go for the interview, but we'll see what happens. They have approached us. That's a big transfer budget. Right, I'm going to delay it. I'm going to see what happens. Okay. Well, they've agreed to delay it for a week. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here. Cycle Bruges contract sector as well. Yeah, mine. We'll set those for release. We've already sorted all that out. Well, Vivas is retiring, age 36. He's decided he wants to retire before he's forced to play at a lower level. They're approached again. We're going to ask for one more week. And they've rejected. Right, we're rejecting the offer. Either Cercle Bruges offer us a new contract or we leave. It's as simple as that. So you have 18 days to offer me a new deal. If you don't do that, then I leave. That's it. And we do a new save. So we'll see what happens. I will literally start the new save as soon as I can, maybe. So I might have a day break tomorrow because I've got an interview tomorrow. So yeah, it'll probably come out on Friday. And then next week I have a week off work because it's my birthday next week. So I should be able to get plenty of videos filmed next week for my other channel as well, which has been inactive for about a month because I've had so much fun with this one. The other one's sort of taken a back seat. So I can do a bit of work next week on those. So this may well be the last episode of the series, depending on if we get offered a new contract or not. If not, I will just surprise you with the next video of this one and just carry on as if nothing ever happens. Or we just start an entirely new save. But I don't know where that one would be. I don't know what my next save would be. I didn't even think about what that could be because this has been going for not quite 2 months, maybe 7 weeks, something like that. This series, early July it started, so not quite 2 months. And I think there will now be just one more save, which will see us through to the end of FM15, and then we will go into our FM16 beta. I don't know when that will come out yet. I've got a week holiday from October 11th. If it's at that time, then the beta might come out while I'm away, which wouldn't be ideal because I'd be like sort of a week behind everyone else. So that's it. This could well be the last episode, and it's going to be longer than I would have thought, considering we only played 2 games and there were no games off screen to look at. But yeah, considering we were waiting to see if we were going to get offered a new contract, well, yeah, that took a while. That took a bit of time. So that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If this is the end of the series, thank you for watching it. There have been a few likes, sort of more likes than usual here and there. And a few people making comments. I don't get a lot of comments because I only have 57, I think, at this time, or 58 subscribers. So I don't get a great deal of comments. But I value them all. I value all viewers, all people that like, all people that comment, and people that follow me on Twitter. If every one of you is valued just as much as the other. So great. Thank you to everybody. And yeah, this may well be the last video of this series. If so, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Leave any comments you want to make. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see my videos as and when they turn up on YouTube. And that will do it. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. 8 days before it expires, we've got a contract proposal. Discuss current vision. Transfer budget. Far too small. Wage budget increased slightly. No other changes. Right, we'll enter into talks. Right, what have we got? View offer. That is the wage that I wanted last time and they turned down. 40% wage drop. No, we'll leave that as that. Yearly wage rise of 10%. We'll leave it there. Okay, fine. Right. We're carrying on. We're still going. It was just an anticlimax. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. It's 8 days and they've offered us a new deal. 325 grand transfer budget and 80 grand a week. Wages. That's it. Delighted the offer's accepted. We've shown commitment. Yes. So we have money, we have wages. And this season, we have to get into that top 6. This is going to be our last year. We have to get into that top 6. We have to. That is going to be it. It's going to be our last try. If we can't do it, then that's it. I'll end it. If we do it, it'll be an achievement. And, well, Club Bruges, we were ahead of them for a time, but yeah, never mind. Right. Okay, right, now I am going to end it. Thank you, guys. And yeah, this is still going to go. What a 90 climax.